Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson with a Facebook and YouTube live weather update for you on this Monday night. Boy, it's another cold night. And more snow is coming. In fact, we have another weather alert day that's on the way. Glad to see folks here on this Monday night. I hope you're having a good Monday evening. I hope you're able to stay warm and stay safe. We've had so many reports of folks still sliding around out there on the roads, even though you might think they're okay. And certainly it's been a little while since we've had a lot of precipitation, but we still have some slick spots out there. So keep that in mind. That's going to be problematic. Our weather alert day, let me squeeze this forward here as folks are coming into the room. By the way, I appreciate seeing you here. Thank you so much for catching up with us on this live weather update. Again, on our YouTube channel and our Facebook channel. It's also on WWMT Keith Thompson's Facebook page and my Weatherman Keith YouTube page as well. So we're trying to give you lots of opportunities to catch up with us there. 3 inches in 3 hours. Inch an hour snowfall. I did see that, David. We had another report, or I think Colin pointed me to a report that came in to the National Weather Service out of northern Indiana for the Benton Harbor area there. Sodus Township, just across from Benton Harbor, where there was several inches of snow from last night to this morning. Pennsylvania. Oh, buddy. Richard in the Keystone State, you guys got waylaid there. That was system snow, good old-fashioned system snow there in Pennsylvania. That's the one that went right up the East Coast there. Little Tammy Sue White, I'm ready for spring and warm weather. I think a lot of folks are. Rhonda, hello to you. Good evening. Thanks for checking in. And Marshall, Courtney and Quincy, and K&M in the house. Good evening to you. John in Hudsonville, downtown Hudsonville. Thanks for being here. And Sean, good evening to you in Portage. Appreciate seeing you. Melody in Union City, and Linda's here in Bedford Township. Let's get right to it here. We got people coming into the room. Let's talk about weather. Ryan in Jackson does weather alert day. It does sound like a broken record. Listen, we deliberate. We really do deliberate long and hard about declaring a weather alert day because, of course, the more we call them, the more diluted it gets. Diluted, and we don't want that. But we also, by the same token, want folks to know when we think there could be some problematic weather coming. So that's the situation we got here. So a good point there, Ryan. Chris, hello in Coopersville. You want more snow? What? Looking Allegan in the morning. Probably. Well, there's going to be some blowing snow. I'll get right to that, Stacy. But I think I'm going to look at maybe a couple of 3 inches of snow. The problem tomorrow is that it's going to be breezy. Hello to you, missing parts in Dowagiac. Hello, Heather in Holland. No issues. Saugatuck is horrible. Interesting, right? It's all in where you are. Paula, hello to you in Hawaii. Don't rub it in, but aloha to you too. Jeanette in Coldwater in the house. Jesse, hello to you in the Berg. Thanks so much. Oh, from New Mexico. I am jealous. Headed to New Mexico. Okay, well, I'll hold you to that. Carla, a winter to remember for sure. And Dawn, good evening to you. All right, we're going to go weather alert day for blowing snow. I'm going to have to deviate here and move away from the comments so that I can get the weather done here. Nancy, hello to you in Plainwell. Len, ready for spring? Any future change for the weather pattern? No. Good question. I am doing well. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Karen and Jamie from South Haven. Please, no more cold and snow. Well, we have a weather alert day for tomorrow. So right off the bat, I'm going to have to tell you, I can't accommodate that request. And a sketchy morning commute. Listen, you're taken from the words of the National Weather Service office, their discussion this afternoon out of Grand Rapids. Let's see, what was I was going to say here? Okay, given the combination of snow, looking at 1 to 2 inches and wind, we've issued a weather advisory for the western half of the area from midnight through 7 p.m. So that's the advisory. So again, this isn't just for snow, it's for the blowing snow. And this really sort of underscores something that's important. And that is, sometimes it's not the amount of snow, it's the timing that's involved. And what other factors might there be in this particular case? We've got winds that tomorrow morning are going to be in the neighborhood of 15 to 25 with gusts to 30 to 35. We got a little bit of snow coming down. We got snow on the ground that's all going to be blowing around. So the Weather Service folks are looking at this and saying, hey, this could be problematic for the morning commute, especially along and west of US 131. Hence, the winter weather advisory. Dangerous wind chills, by the way, haven't really talked about that too much, but that's the other part of the story. If we weren't talking about the snow and blowing snow, we'd be talking about these dangerous wind chills, cold wind chills. So we have a weather alert day tomorrow for these very cold wind chills. We're talking about chills tomorrow that are going to be in the neighborhood of -10 in the morning, certainly close to -20. And you can get some frostbite in 30 minutes or less when it gets down to -20. I think we're looking at a good -15 anyway for tomorrow morning. So we have that weather alert day for tomorrow. It's primarily for the morning. At least the winter weather advisory is primarily for the morning. But as you see, it goes from 12 a.m. What's that? 2 hours and 40 minutes from right now, and it goes through 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. So really, by winter weather advisory standards, it's not that wide. The window of opportunity there isn't as wide. Usually winter weather advisory is a good 24 to sometimes 48 hours. In this case, it's less than 24. But how much snow? 2 to 4 inches. I think by and large, we're going to see on the 1 to 2, maybe 2 to 3, snowfall. And the higher amounts there are going to be west of US 131. Without the wind, I don't know if we'd have a winter weather advisory. Hey, but that's, without the snow, we wouldn't have winter, right? So this is primarily, I think, for some wind and snow. So some blowing snow that's going to happen mainly tomorrow morning. And I think it's mainly going to be up to noon. We'll say up to noon. And mainly for folks along and west of US 131. And that's where you see that winter weather advisory there. All right, let's move on. Let me show you what we've got going on here. Cold weather advisory. This is already in effect. Went into effect a couple of hours ago, and we'll be there till 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So about 12 hours to go on that. In this area that you see shaded in light blue, could feel as cold as -20 degrees. And at -20, you can have frostbite on exposed skin, and as little as 30 minutes. Let's go hour by hour. We'll skip through that. I thought I'd started it later. Here we go. At 11 o'clock, starting to see a little bit of snow. Here's what we have. Yet another Alberta clipper. This jet stream that's taking a dip over us, it is just shooting these little disturbances, one after the other, after the other. And remember these clippers, Alberta clippers is, where the clipper name comes from. But these are little disturbances, typically smaller, but very intense, a lot of times intensifying as they move across the Great Lakes. And so they're characterized by gusty wind and bursts of heavy precipitation, but they're always fast movers. They're riding along with the jet stream, and the jet stream is just shooting them right along. And so they don't hang around long. But while they're around, they do provide a little bit of a punch. This one, the punch isn't going to be coming really with so much snow, but it is going to be coming with a decent amount of winds, again, gust to 35. And so we see that snow starting to move through at about 3:30 in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning. Notice the temperature too, by the way, cold. And you notice those temperatures will be going up overnight. Okay, they're going to be going up. Here's why. Picture that counterclockwise wind, that low, that disturbance is swinging down over the Great Lakes. Out ahead of it, what's your wind flow? Coming out of the southwest. And so it taps into some warmer air, not warm, but warmer. So our temperatures are going to be going up overnight. And then watch what happens behind the low. All right, this is 7 a.m. Got some scattered snow showers. We got wind blowing the snow around. This is your morning commute tomorrow. And so this is when it gets potentially problematic, even up into noon. Now watch our temperatures here. At noontime, we're in the mid-teens, right? Mid-teens. Winds are out of the southwest, but they're going to become west-northwest in the afternoon. And watch what happens to our temperatures. We go from noon to 5 p.m., and we've actually gone down a couple of 3 degrees. But also, we're starting to see that snow associated with the clipper moving out. And so our threat, for the wind, for the snow coming down and blowing around is going to be going away. And remember, the advisory for tomorrow goes away at 7 o'clock in the evening, 7 o'clock in the evening. Oh, I see that. There you go, Lori. Yeah, I did get that about the 2014 winter. That's for sure. It's similar, isn't it? It's similar. All right, so we got 5 o'clock here in the afternoon. Let's stop it here at 11. And notice two things. One, the snow's pretty much out of here. And look how our temperatures, they've fallen by about 10 degrees. And a lot of that since noon. Remember noon? We were around 15 to 19. Not even 11 hours later, we're down to about 5 to 10. A little warmer closer to the lakeshore. So that's what we're looking at. Now, how much snow? Again, this is a bit of a rough estimate here. 2 to 4 in the darker blue. But I would say on the higher end of that, the 3 to 4 is going to be closer to the lakeshore. And then on the outer edge of that, I don't think we're going to see much at all. But the problem here, the problem in the advisory area is, or the potential, the hazard in the advisory area is for blowing snow. Now, right now, there's not a lot going on, but I do want you to notice this. Do you see that snow band that's setting up there on Live Doppler radar? And notice how it's sort of oriented and moving and even building from southwest around Saugatuck. Said it was horrible in Saugatuck, right under it, right there, all the way up to about Grand Rapids. Again, that's that southwest flow that's coming in, right on the east side of that low, of that clipper. Now, once that clipper passes, and we're going to be on the warmer side of this until we get to early afternoon tomorrow, and then we shift into the colder side. The snow that's going to be coming in association with the clipper is going to be mainly in the morning, and then it will start to taper in the afternoon. And so the blowing snow is going to be primarily a threat for the morning commute tomorrow. I think it'll still be a bit of an issue in the early afternoon tomorrow. I'm talking about maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But by 5 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, when we have the afternoon drive, I don't think it's going to be as much of an issue. And remember, the alert goes away at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, midnight to 7 p.m. All right, let's talk the second threat, and that is the cold. I mean, I'm looking at these for the first time in a couple of hours, and I'm honestly stunned. This is correct. Right now, the feels like temperature in Sturgis is minus 24. It is minus 24. Shawnee, I don't think you're going to get one. You might get one, but I don't think so. Tyra, hello to you. Marsha, hey, good to see you. Three Rivers, Sarah Beth, I don't do the snow days. I'm sorry. And only the superintendents do that. It's going to be iffy. I would say you better study. So anyway, don't forget, we'll have those on our website, and we'll be scrolling. I believe we're going to be scrolling school closings once they start coming in again. Look, I am seriously stunned, shocked by these wind chills. Minus 19 in Kalamazoo. Remember, when you get down to minus 20, you're talking about frostbite in 30 minutes on exposed skin. This is dangerously cold stuff. Minus 24 in Sturgis. When you get to minus 25, the frostbite, and I believe it's as little as 10 minutes on exposed skin. So this is very serious. All right, very serious. And I would say also with these cold temperatures, a good idea also maybe to keep a little of that steady stream of water going, if to keep the pipes from freezing up. Wow, that is wild. Those feels like temperatures. All right, I thought I'd taken this out, but I didn't. Here's the forecast for tomorrow. Some morning snow showers and blowing snow and cold. That high of 18, that's deceptive. That high of 18 tomorrow, we're looking at winds of 15 to 25 just in general, which will put those wind chills well down into the single digits. And with gusts of 30 to 35, we're talking about wind chills that'll be below zero. The problem here is that our morning low tomorrow, right? Our morning low, our daybreak temperature is going to be about 1 above, but it's still going to be breezy tomorrow. We're still looking at winds tomorrow in the morning of tomorrow morning. We're looking at winds of 15 to 25 with gusts of 30 to 35. Those wind chills are going to be cold tomorrow, just like they are right now. If you just tuned in, I want to show you that wind chill map again. Oops, hit the wrong button there. Got to hit the right one. There you go. These are the current wind chills. This isn't the air temperature. This is the wind chill. And again, you can certainly see where it is just ridiculous and dangerous. So keep that in mind. I tell people that. I mean, this is, I know we're used to cold, but this is another league of cold here. A very, very much another league of cold. So here's your weather alert day for tomorrow in your WeatherGuard 7-day forecast. Now, snow showers Tuesday. I think some lake effect is going to kick in here on the northwest wind on Wednesday. So watch out. We might have to have, whether we get another weather alert day, I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying that we will, but I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow we have another, or if Wednesday we end up with another weather advisory. We'll have to wait and see. That would be for lake effect snow. It'd probably be similar to the counties that we have in that advisory right now. Robert from Ohio State. Hello in the Buckeye land. Wow. Okay. Ohio State's closed only 20 times in the last 45 years. That's pretty crazy. Roads a mess. Yeah. You guys got that heavy duty system snow. We're not looking at system snow here. And by the way, let's see what we got coming up down the road. I can tell you this, the cold will relax a bit. Sorry, I'm going to duck out of camera. I dropped something. The cold will relax a bit over the weekend and early next week. And it's cold when we're talking about, is there a chance of us getting to freezing between now and let's say the end of the first week of February? Not much. I mean, we are going to stay cold. Now, the intense cold, what I will call intense cold that we have going on right now, is going to basically be here through Friday. Okay, through Friday. I'm looking at what a parameter that I like to use is the projected air temperature at the 850 millibar level. But looking out forward on this forecast model, and anything that's minus 20 degrees at that level Celsius is uber cold. And we're staying at or below minus 20 for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday, it starts to relax some. You see that? That's reflected on the 7-day. Sunday, it relaxes a little more. Monday, it relaxes a little more. Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, we're talking about days 8 and 9. You know what I feel about there. Sketchy. But Tuesday, day 8, and Wednesday, day 9, I think it's going to relax even more. But that might allow us to get up to 30 degrees by Tuesday and Wednesday. But I got to tell you this, for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, cold. Look at those morning lows. Not fooling around there. Fortunately, we're not going to have a lot of wind then. The wind that we're going to have tomorrow, which is contributing to the weather alert day, not only on the blowing snow, but also on the cold wind chills, that will be relaxing on Wednesday. So the breeze that we're going to feel tomorrow, it's going to be a bit breezy, gusty at times, 30 to 35. I would issue a Herbie Kirby alert, but I don't want people to think about anything other than this is dangerously cold. Protect your skin. This is no joke. But when we get to Wednesday, the wind will relax and it's going to stay pretty calm for the next several days. So when you see those very cold wind chills there, Thursday morning, Friday morning, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, -8. When you see those, we are not going to have a lot of wind with that. But I got to tell you, if it's -5, if it gets to -10, about 5 to 10 mile per hour wind, and you have a wind chill of -20. So, but fortunately, we're not going to have those rude winds that we're going to have tomorrow. Rude. They're going to be rude winds tomorrow. We're not going to have those starting Wednesday, Thursday. The wind will relax. But the temperatures won't really give us any relief until we get to the weekend and early next week. It has definitely been a challenging winter. I think I was talking to Colin about how much snow that we've had so far this season. I think we're getting close to 60 for the season. That's here at News Channel 3. We got almost 11 between last Wednesday and Thursday. I'm just sort of ballparking here the numbers, 2.5, 2 3/4. We'll go with 9, 14, 15, 19.5. Sorry for this, folks. 20.5, 22, 22.25, 25. We're about sitting at about 25 for the month. And I think, we've got a lot of snow, right? We've got a lot of snow. A little Vaseline on your face. Okay. We have been down here, but we've been down this road before. Whose temps are these? Let me see what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about there. The temps that I have on our 7-day here, those are my temps, but they're taken pretty much from what I call the blend. I like to use the blend. It's a forecast model. It basically blends a lot of forecast models together. So, Mikey, hello to you. Good to see you very much. Brenda, yeah, you got the Vaseline on the face. David, you got to be up to at least 70. That is crazy. We're probably looking at about 60 plus here, maybe 65. I'll have to go back and do the math, and we'll see. Trenton, any warm-up soon? Not really. I mean, our warm-up is going to be next Monday, Tuesday, and when we get that far out, if this model is correct, the longer range model, next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 26, 28, 30-ish maybe for highs. That's our warm-up. I mean, we might just have a long streak going here where we're sub-freezing. Listen, the last time we were at freezing was January 17th, which that's only 9 days ago. But look, we're talking 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I mean, we could be going, let's say that we don't get there Tuesday, Wednesday, 17, 18. Sorry, what would that be? That would be 17, 18 to the second. 19, 20, 21, 22. I mean, we could be going like a good 3 weeks or more sub-freezing. So, all right, everybody, I got to skate. I'm so sorry that I missed a lot of comments there, but there was a lot of weather to cover here. But I do appreciate you. I do see your comments sliding through. Do I think driving to and from South Haven on Wednesday afternoon? That could be sketchy there, Robin. And the reason for that is we're going to have to wait and see what kind of lake effect develops on Wednesday. So if you're headed anywhere west of 131 on Wednesday, stay with me tomorrow because it might be like, that might not be a great idea. But at best, I think it's going to be sketchy. All right, folks, I got to go. Thank you so much for being here with me. It is 9:37. That means in 23 minutes, I'll have an update on Arc West, Michigan. In an hour 23, I'll have an update on the Mothership News Channel 3. Hope you can catch me in one of those. But if not, I do appreciate you being here. Jeff Porter, my good buddy, is going to be here tomorrow morning, 4:30 to 9, with more live weather updates, must-see TV, because he's going to be tracking snow and blowing snow. And our news team will be on if there are any havoc on the highway situations or headache on the highways. I hope not. But he will have an update for you, 4:30 to 9. That's live stuff. He's got you again at noon. I'll be back at 5, 5:30, and 6. Tomorrow we'll do another Facebook Live or YouTube Live, both, at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Now, in the meantime, don't forget, I'm on Facebook, WWMT's Keith Thompson. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and X, Twitter. It's at Weatherman Keith, at Weatherman Keith. Don't forget our free, did I say free? Yes, he said free weather app. It's got all of this information. This is when it works. So give it a try. If you don't like it, then get rid of it. You can go to your app store and search WWMT Weather. And, of course, our website, wwmt.com/weather for weather updates. All right, everybody, have a great night tonight. Stay warm. Please be safe out there on the roads tomorrow. And if I don't see you tonight on the tube, I'll catch up with you again tomorrow on the telly. And if not at 5, 5:30, and 6, I'll catch up at 9 o'clock. Good night, everybody.